Tantrum House for the Saturday morning board game show. I'm Katie.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Psychic Larry. And today we're going over a few games that we have set up for you. Our sponsors this week are The Op, which we're going over the Sorcerer's
Sorcerer's Arena.
A little bit later. BG Shield, which we've done a few things in our other videos just about protecting your games, and the Good Game Company. But those are our sponsors this week. We have some fun, exciting games ready for you. Also, a puzzle that looks like
Yeah, Hannah's been working on
started.
all morning.
Yes, we'll be talking about this later, but in the background you'll see me trying to work out this wooden puzzle. We'll talk about it later in the show.
There you go. Look throughout the videos of Hannah looking through the puzzle.
How much more I've gotten done. So far, I've got a little bit.
See if she can take it apart before this show ends.
Oh, challenge.
That is a challenge. So first we'll be starting over at the table with Kevin and Melissa.
Hello, welcome to the table.
And I think Larry's gonna come.
Larry's
join
gonna
us
come
as
join us.
well.
Come join us, Larry.
Come on, Larry.
We're gonna talk about a game called Watch.
Watch from Rio Grande Games, designed by Daniel Newman. Now, an interesting story about this is Kevin and I actually played a prototype version of this at Unpub probably 4, maybe 5 years? I don't know. It was several years ago. It was not signed at that point, but it's actually, the gameplay is very similar to what we played. And we enjoyed it at Unpub when we saw it in its...
Posting on Facebook to let people know that we're live.
Kevin is letting people know that there's a video here.
Was it just a prototype you played?
Yes, so it was kind of printouts and stuff like that. Very prototype. Although it did have gears that he used with it, and the published game now has the little metal gears that you're collecting.
Cool, but they're super tiny.
They are. They're 1s, 5s, and 10s, and they are kind of small, so you have to keep track
Don't
of
lose them.
them.
You drop these on the floor. Good luck.
Alright, so once Kevin finishes posting...
And share.
I've set it up kind of as if we've already played a few rounds of the game. Now, Larry has not played this before.
You're in last place.
Oh.
So he's going to be learning along with the viewers as we go. The first thing that we're going to do, you can kind of notice that the board is set up sort of like a watch. We're in a watch factory, an old Soviet watch factory that used to be used for munitions. So we're kind of like smuggling and things. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look and see where the watch hand is.
Oh,
the bullet.
I was going to say,
is the watch
that's a huge bullet.
And we're going to see who is closest to it.
That's me.
Kevin's playing yellow, so he's
shocking.
going to be able to take any action spot. There's worker placement in this game, but he can't take one that's covered right now by another player. So Kevin, go...
I'm gonna go scrounge.
Alright, so then he places it face up.
Then Melissa.
We keep going. The dark spaces are dangerous. You could get... Whoa! Stuff is going on behind
We're
us.
okay.
The dark spaces are dangerous because we're going to flip cards and you might get caught
Don't
and
get
have
caught.
to pay money.
Oh.
I'm
I'm
going
supposed to look at my danger card?
No, these are the 3.
Oh.
But yes, that's not your card.
Oh, it's not my card.
Don't
That's
look at
not
that.
your card.
Don't look at that.
Too late, I already did.
If I
Alright.
don't know what it means.
I'm going to go over here to the workshop.
Alright, where are you going?
I'm going to go to the...
Sell gears.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so then the next thing we do, we've all placed our workers. We're going to reveal these cards.
No one's in a dark spot, so
No one's in a dark spot, so if someone had been
went to a
here,
dark spot.
they would have been caught, is that? Or if they had gone to the yellow warehouse upgrade area, they would have been caught.
That's where I was going.
Or
Loading docks.
the smuggling. They would have been caught by the foreman, and you don't really want that.
Well, what if I was over there then?
You would have to pay a fine, and we would look at your board, and right now your fine is just 1 coin.
Yeah.
So it's not too
One
bad.
coin.
Larry's like, I changed my mind. I'm going over there.
Cheater.
Alright, then we carry out our actions. And again, we start
Oh, you get to go first now.
Oh, upgrade.
Now it costs more money to upgrade.
What?
Yep.
So basically what's going to happen with the upgrade is you can pay a coin and you can remove one of your circles to upgrade any action on your player board. And then after that you will upgrade the yellow warehouse action for free because you always upgrade the action you've taken.
Oh, this one.
Yes, so that one.
I'm going to upgrade this one that does something with a box.
One.
Sounds good.
Alright, and then you can put it on any space on this board. Some of them are going to give you bonuses if you go on them. And that board up there is a area majority aspect of the game. So at the end of the game, you'll get points based on
Get some gears.
having the most tokens in there.
Boom.
I'm gonna scrounge.
Make
So
me
I'm gonna
come
get.
back.
So I'm gonna look at my board, and I say I get 1 gear and 2 money.
Yep, so.
Why move my board away from me?
Oh,
No one
because,
can see it.
yeah,
There you go.
Cameras that way.
to put it.
So this is the action I'm taking. 1 gear, 2 money, and then I look at the board and it says there's an additional 2 gears that I'm going to get. So I'm going to get 3 gears and 2
Yeah,
money.
we didn't tell Larry about that.
Well, I already took it from him, so.
Alright, 3 gears. The money's
Can I
over
have 2
there.
monies, please?
And then you.
And then I'm going
Oh,
to take.
Larry, did you upgrade your warehouse, your yellow one?
I did.
You did have to upgrade that as well.
Ah, I'll take a coin as well.
There you go.
Okay.
And then I'm going to I'm sorry. Then I'm going to activate the warehouse
then
and
I
put
give
this.
Kevin 2 coins.
Thank you. I'll do that.
Wait, should I have gotten 2 extra gears?
No, it's
No,
only the
'cause-
lights.
So I went here and I didn't look at
Oh,
it. I don't get a
see.
bonus.
I see.
Can I have 2 coins, please?
Nope.
So I produced gears.
Look at all the money I've got.
Wow.
I produced 3 gears.
I'm rolling in rubles.
I feel like you have been cheating.
Not as bad as you.
Do I get 3 gears here? We're gonna say I do.
No way.
I'm trying. What's the difference between overtime?
Overtime.
It's
Over
when you
at
work
the
over 40
workshop.
hours.
You're doing the same thing,
Then I
but you get to
get-
produce gears on this one and move your thing if you want to.
I'm gonna place one here to get a gear, and then it says.
And you
that-
get a gear if you run there as well.
Yeah, if I was here, and then I can move one of my tokens up. So I'm gonna move this one up, and it says that just is a blank space now. It says that I can pay 1 gear to get the
A box.
lowest value box,
Which is very nice.
Oh.
And boxes are good because those are points.
and those go down from like 3, 2, 1, 6. So the earlier you get there in a type of
So-
stack, you're gonna get more.
So basically, that's a round of the game, and then we're all face down, and then the clock can move to the next quarter hour, and then you're going to take turns again. The basic gist of the game is you were trying to get points from the boxes that Melissa showed how you're doing, and then also there's majority control up at the top of the board as well.
Yeah, so let's just talk really quickly about this board up here. At the end of the game, you're going to only score points for some of the things if you have
Yes.
majority. So leftover gears, you'll only score for leftover gears if you are first or second on those tracks.
And if you don't have any gears, then you don't get any points.
Right. Leftover money, you're only going to score if you have majority, and these 2 tracks score separately. So at the end,
they're
it says
separate
3
tracks.
points per coin for first place, 1 point per coin, that sort of thing. And then boxes, you're going to score their value, but then you might score extra per box if you have majority scoring in those areas. So
Yeah.
you have the board movement, which is kind of interesting how it moves around, and
The
then
only other thing that you can get points for as well are
Yes.
these cards that you're collecting from searching the files, and you're basically collecting sets and things like that. So that's another, and they also have special powers, which
Yes.
is nice.
And if you unlock certain,
So lots of different ways
Things
of
you
getting
get
points. Are we ready to go back to the couch?
but that was watch. Now to the couch.
Hey, so we have Downtown Farmers Market set up here. This is from Blue Orange Games. This is a quick tile laying grid placement type game. So basically, this game plays 2 to 4 players. We've got it set up right now. We could throw in another person if we wanted to, but I've got it kind of set up. When you first start the game, you'll get a choice of 4 tiles, and they are double-sided.
Ooh.
And they are goals that you're trying to get in that row or column.
Okay.
So, this one, for example, would be 0 eggs, 0 carrots, and 0 corn in this column, because that's where I ended up placing it. And then you would score 8 points if you accomplish that goal at the end of the game.
Fantastic.
The other side would be exactly 2 milk and exactly 1 bread to score 6.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Okay.
So, and there's several other things, like this is exactly 7 of the same item. So I'd need like 7 milk or 7 corn to accomplish this goal to get 13 points. And those are pretty crazy points.
Oh, that seems hard.
It is hard. There is a dark brown side right here that is the harder side and a lighter brown side.
Okay.
So we're going to be looking at these and trying to accomplish those things in these columns and rows.
Okay.
And like I said, when you're setting up the game, you get a choice of these 4. You get dealt 4, and then you can choose to use the front or the back, and then you line them up as rows or columns.
Got it.
And then you get another 4, and you get to choose.
Okay.
And then there is a market area that has all of the milk and the corn and the eggs and different things you'd find at a farmer's market.
Fantastic.
And there's differing amounts on those.
Oh, so it's not just one. Good.
Right. So we're going to be trying to accomplish these goals based on our tile drafting.
Okay.
I have the little tractor token.
The first player.
That's a first player token.
Okay.
In a 2-player game, I will choose the tile that I want.
Okay.
And then I will get rid of a tile.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just going to totally get rid of a tile. Okay. And then you'll get to choose from the remaining 3, and then you will also choose 1 and then get rid of 1, and then 1 will remain for the next round.
Perfect. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then you go and you'll swap the first player, so then you would choose first. And then I would. So that's how it would go for a 2-player game. With a 4-player game, you'd each just choose in the order. To get that, and then this would swap around, allowing everybody to get a first choice option. So, this is fairly easy as far as rules go, but fairly complicated when you're trying to make all of your goals work out.
It seems deceptively simple.
Yes. So, looking at what I have here, I would maybe choose, I don't know, this one. And I'm going to put it right here.
Now, could I place one like anywhere on my grid, or does it have to be starting?
Yes, I believe so. You can start anywhere. It's hard enough trying to get it without doing that. So I'm going to get rid of this one.
Okay.
I'm not looking at your play area.
Now, the next tile I place, does it have to touch the tile that I've put down?
No.
Okay, I can place them anywhere. Okay, so it looks like I want 5 here, but I don't want any more. So I'm just going to put that there, and I'm going to get rid of
that one.
Okay.
Yep. And then we refresh.
How many?
There's always 5 in the market.
Okay.
So then it'd be Hannah's turn to choose first. This is a really different game between 2 players versus 3 or 4 players, because she's getting last choice here, but then she's getting to choose which tiles are kept, and then she gets first pick again. So she can kind of set herself up for her next turn.
Right.
Which you can't do if you're playing 3 or 4 players.
Which did you like better, 2 players or the 3 or 4?
I think I kind of like the 2 players, because I do have a little more option, of trying to set myself up for better results.
It seems it's not negative points if I don't meet the goal.
No, it's just you don't
get points. Yep. And then it would be like
that's 2 points. So this tile right here would be 2 points for each set of bread and cheese.
Okay, each set. That makes sense. Okay, so if I take I don't know. Let's take this one and put it down here because it's a carrot.
Okay.
And then I will get rid of the milk. I don't know.
Yeah. And at the
I don't know,
beginning of the
Joey.
game,
Like-
it's pretty easy to kind of
You can
like,
get
just
something.
you can fit it in anywhere. At the end of the game, you're going, oh no, nail biter. If they take that one tile, I'm not gonna finish my
Oh,
my
no.
grid. Ah. So
Yeah.
so you've got to really think and plan. You have to have kind of a throwaway section where you can like get rid of some stuff if you don't get what you're looking for. And there are also rules for playing with young players.
Oh.
Like how you would play this with children to make it a little easier, and things like that. But
How young can this go?
I don't know. It
the-
says 7+, but there's no reading in this. But like I said, it's a little bit thinky when you're trying to figure out how to place these in a way that. So I think a 7-year-old might be able to be competitive. Anybody younger could still play it, but
but
they
maybe
not
not be
competitive. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this seems really interesting, especially if you like tile laying games. But you're right, it's deceptively simple.
Yes.
Like, I could see where later in the game it would be very challenging making it work.
It is. Ryan and I played last night, and he was like, I burned something, and he's like, oh. He's like, oh, you left me with the only option that's going to get me both of these. I was like, no, I should have
You gotta pay attention to the
I
other
know.
players.
So, yeah, you do have to pay attention to what other people are doing, because that burning the tile is very important, too.
Absolutely.
So,
I beat her by 3 instead of losing by 16. That's the
true.
difference.
Wow, that one tile?
yeah,
Yes.
it
Katie.
completed 2 of his, like what
Poor
row in a
Katie.
column. Yeah.
Poor Katie.
It was sad, but anyway, so that is Downtown Farmers Market by Blue Orange Games.
Are there more pieces out?
Yes, I've gotten another little round thing.
Still working on her puzzle.
But it's getting there. It's getting there. Another piece came out. We'll see how it goes.
All right, so back over to Kevin and Melissa.
Hello, back at the table here. We're talking about a small box game called Veggies from Devir. Devir has a lot of different types of games, really heavy games like Bitoku, big box, heavy. This is their small games line.
Yes, and we're continuing on with the veggie market theme with this game.
I wondered if that was a theme
Yeah, sorry, didn't you know? Yeah.
thing today.
Did you know in the Watch Factory there was little... Never mind.
No veggies in the Soviet watch factory. No.
No food store. No food stores. MREs.
So this is for 2 to 4 players. It has slightly different variants for 2 players and 4. So
I think it plays best at 3, personally. But I think, basically you have these different... You may not be able to see them, but there's different vegetables and fruit edibles in each of these cards. Carrots, bananas, grapes, mushrooms. What else do we have? Lots of different things like that.
and mice, which are negative points because you don't want them in your market.
Don't want mice in your market. So what do you do on your turn, Melissa?
All right, so I have a card in my hand and I can place it down into my market, or I can choose one of the 3 cards on display, which I'm actually going to do. And I'm going to take this, and when you put a card in your market, it can be anywhere adjacent to your already laid cards, or you can even cover things up. So I'm going to cover up these 3 rats with more bananas, and you're trying to make groups of produce. We'll call it produce. How's that?
Sounds good.
And you're going to score in a 2-player game your 2 largest groups. But then you also want to have extra groups because you're going to multiply it by number of groups, which will make more sense. This is a quick game. We might even be able to play all
We'll see how fast Melissa
8
goes.
rounds. Okay. And I've been talking, so I haven't been looking at what's happening.
How are we going to go quick if you're not going to play?
I know.
So she's going to pick a card and she's going to play it. That's all she's going to do is pick a card and play it.
I'm going to pick a card and I'm going to play it.
And I'm going to pick a card and I'm going to play it. It's back to you.
It's back to me. I need some onions. Do you want to, while I'm talking about scoring other people's things?
Yeah, so basically what you're trying to do is get one large group of one type of edible veggie.
Don't say edible. That means something else.
Okay.
Produce.
Produce. You know, whatever you want it to be. produce, and you're going to score your largest group, like Melissa was saying. But Melissa's also looking at her largest group, so I'm going to score in my area whatever her largest group is as well. So
we're going to score up to 4 different types, depending on what is chosen. So if it's not a largest group for either person, that veggie won't score.
It's all you, Melissa.
We have 4 down.
Yep.
You have lots of mushrooms. I have no mushrooms. Let me take this one. And I'm going to...
So come do bananas since Melissa's doing bananas.
I do have lots of bananas. I have lots of mice right now as well. So you're going to be looking at the other players, seeing what they have a lot of, what you think they're going to score.
It's all you.
Right now, mushrooms is the highest thing for Kevin, but in a 2-player game, you score your 2 largest groups.
Yep.
So I don't
1,
know
2,
what
3,
his
4,
second
5.
largest group is going to be yet. And I've been talking instead of...
Do all the produce need to be touching?
You can cover up. And you're going to only score your largest group, and then you're going to look at all the other groups. So
if you go to, I don't know how close we are. And I completely messed that up. So basically right now I have one group of 5 bananas, and then I have another group of bananas, another group of bananas, and another group of bananas. So if we were going to score now, it would be 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, because I have 4 different groups. So you want a large group and then lots of other groups. Oh, I was supposed to get this, maybe.
Okay.
Why don't you keep explaining while I...
Yes, so currently my largest group is mushrooms. If I scored mushrooms, it would just be 4 times 1, which would only be 4 points. Melissa's largest group is bananas, so she has 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 12. I also score bananas, which would be 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, so.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only get 1 more card after this?
Yep.
1 more card.
Might as well, 1 more card. Here we go.
1 more. So many rats. Rats are negative points.
We could just go back to the couch if you want.
All right. Oh, rats.
All right, it's your turn, Melissa.
My turn. Last card, huh? Last card.
How many cards do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
8 cards. You played 8 cards?
Yep.
I have this card or those as my options.
And
Great.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
That's your last card?
That's my last card.
And this is my last card.
Carrots. Ooh, Kevin pulled out the carrots.
Pulled out the carrots at the end.
Were you holding that in your hand
The
like
whole time. So let's score. I have 5 carrots times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 25 points for carrots. Melissa, how many carrot points do you have?
I have a group of 2 as my largest. 2, 1, 2, 3, so 6.
Okay, so I have 25 carrot points. Then you're scoring what?
Bananas, I believe, are my largest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups, so that's 20.
20 plus your 6 is 26 points. I'm going to score bananas, which is 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 12. 12 plus 25 is 37. But
and
then
I'm at what? 26.
26. But then we do negative points.
No, 2-player. Now you take your second largest and you score it.
Oh,
Normally,
no.
I said it like 3 times. Did I not? In a 2-player, you're scoring your 2 largest groups. That's different.
We all heard you.
All right, my other largest group, I guess, is mushrooms, which is 4 times 2, which is 8.
I have 2 times 3, which is 6.
So yours is 25. 26 plus 6 is
32.
32. Mine's 37 plus 8, which
45.
is 45.
My second largest is going to be blueberries, which is 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 16.
Woo!
Oh,
I don't know what the
That's
score
fine.
is.
And then we're going to go back to the couch and finish scoring in a little bit. Back to the couch.
We'll tell you this. We'll put.
Welcome back to the couch. We are looking at Sorcerer's Arena Epic Alliances from the Op. They're one of our sponsors today. We are actually doing a tournament of this that you can tune into, watch our videos that come out for that. So far, we are in the first 8, or I guess...
What do they call it? Epic 8?
Yeah, first several games. So Kevin and I played as... Kevin had Aladdin, and I had Gaston, and his Aladdin beat my Gaston. Now Will and Sarah are playing Ariel versus Sully, and then Jonah's Dr. Facilier will be playing against Melissa's Demona, and Katie's Maleficent will play against Chantel's
Mickey's Sorcerer Apprentice.
Sorcerer Mickey, yeah, that's right.
Sorcerer Mickey.
And they're wearing costumes that match their characters, and they look epic.
So the basic gist of the game is you have, for us, we've all drafted one character, and then we're building a team of 3 out of the other characters. And you play red versus blue, and you have these little figurines, and then a player card that shows what each of the characters can do. And on your turn, you can move, take an action, and use a skill. And if you have cards that correspond to the character in move action, you can also use those instead of just basic actions and movement. So you get points by going to these center hexagons. Yeah, hexagons. I was like, octagons? Hexagons. In the middle of the board. If your character goes on one of these hexagons and lasts through their next turn, you'll get a point for that. And then every time you knock out one of your opponents, you also get their point value in the upper right of their card. So it can be very profitable to, for instance, knock out Sully 3 times, because I think you only need 20 points to win the match. And Sully is 7, so 3 times you automatically win.
We should tell
all you have to
Sarah
focus
that
on.
strategy,
Yeah,
so she knows.
and Sully has a taunt ability where you can't attack directly any of his companions while he's taunting. And that's one of the other aspects of the game is as you play, you will activate different upgrades, different statistics like tough or taunt that Sully has, and you'll get a certain amount of counters on those, and then every turn the counter will decrease by 1, but it'll increase different things that they can do. So like stealthy, it makes them harder to hit. Strong, they can attack harder. Tough, it makes them take less damage, stuff like that. So you have to keep track of what statistics, what status effects are on each of the other characters as you run around. So it can get a little involved in the strategy, but the basic play of the game is just move, take an action, use a skill if possible. At certain points, all of your cards have symbols on the bottom, and if you play a number of cards and they all have enough symbols at the bottom, you can turn over the character card to their upgraded version, and then you get an additional ability that you can use, and some of those can be really devastating and a lot of fun.
Well,
so I'm a little put out that I lost in the first round because I don't get to wear my Gaston outfit anymore. But I'm looking forward to seeing everybody else's outfits.
Yeah. I'll say I might be spending more time planning my outfit than planning my strategy for the game.
This is definitely one of those, if you like video games and board games, then you're gonna like this.
Oh yeah. So.
And there is some synergy because on each of the characters it shows they bring this many of each type of card, and then but the types of cards they might bring aren't necessarily the types of cards that they'll upgrade. So you want to kind of think about, okay, I'm bringing in 10 of this type card. Maybe my third character should emphasize upgrading off of that type of card. So you kind of want to build your team so that they have some synergy. In some of the earlier games that I played, I think Gaston does well if he's kind of doing a one-on-one attacks. He doesn't like other people being around, but Sully likes being by his allies. So you don't necessarily want to pair those two together because they kind of conflict. I did win that match, though it didn't count. But
I was
Practice
very aware, like,
round,
oh,
then
I
count.
need to keep these two apart. So you need to think about what kind of synergies are being played, and there's the different cards that they have, the different actions can be really effective for some of the things they do. I know Ariel has lots of healing abilities, but she may need to be right next to somebody to do it. Some of them she can do indirect. So yeah.
So check out those videos. More releasing every few weeks as we move up our brackets. So the winners from the Epic 8 are going to move into the Final 4, and then from there
We'll have a
championship battle, and then somebody will be crowned the winner of Sorcerer's Arena. So check out those videos. More to come.
Are you ready back at the table?
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right, you're ready.
Welcome back to the table. Here we have a game called Squid Inc. This has nothing to do with the Netflix series at all. Nothing at all to do with Squid Inc. The Netflix series. So
Okay. What does it have to do with
this
Kevin?
has to do with fish, and you are anthropomorphic. Is that how you say? Anthropomorphic fish in workplaces in the ocean, and you're trying to move up the ranks in your workplace to get to be the top dog. So this is a game from Wiz Kids, and it is where you're basically hiring workers and putting them in the workplace and doing that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, so, whoa, box in my face. Basically, what's going to happen on your turn is you're going to choose an employee from the employee market. And you can either take the employee and put them in your mailroom to potentially use them later in the game and put them into the workforce, or you can dismiss them and take the amount of clout shown on their card. So I could say, I want to take this self-starter.
Do it.
It's 3, but it's in the +1
Might as
spot.
well.
So it's going to give me 4 clout, and I can use that clout to potentially put a new person into the workplace. So I'm going to I'm going to put 3 on here, use them to put them into the workplace, and I need the restructuring agent. And there's a tile over by Kevin for the restructuring agent.
is it a pufferfish?
It is the pufferfish tile.
All right.
And then I'm able to put that tile into the put it into the grid
Workplace.
here in the
Just
lowest
The
column.
lowest workplace.
And they each have different powers,
I was
and
gonna
if I
give it-
get tokens onto the powers, then you can activate
So I'm going to activate Kendra the Temp, which is dismiss Kendra and put the top employee from the deck into her space.
Oh, first we need to do that.
Yep. Oh, come on.
Alright, the top employee from the deck,
Yep.
which is going to
Ah.
be Walinda.
Okay.
So
it's
she's
got to go in her
gone.
space.
Alright, well you need to find the tile.
Oh, I got to go find Walinda. Found her.
She goes into that person's thing.
That's bad.
And Walinda says that adjacent employees can't use their powers.
Oh,
Which is 2 of Kevin's.
2 of mine.
And 1 of
Miss
mine.
Mummer. All right. I need to move Melinda around. Okay. Sorry. Continue on. So basically, Melissa's going to go back and get a new worker or activate.
Or activate, well, I think you were supposed to take one
Oh,
of these either
sure.
way.
Well, I'm just going to take 2 then.
I'm going
2
to
clout.
put this self-starter into
Cool.
my workplace, and I think you get the clout with him. 2 clout.
Yeah.
Basically, this game is all about positioning because you want to get your
Yes.
employees
So how do we
up
move
the ladder.
from place to place, Melissa?
Some of them are going to tell you that you can promote them. So my middle manager can
Go for it.
promote any other employee from this tier. So if I had tokens on my middle manager,
Look, amazing! You have tokens on your middle manager.
I could spend them and then promote any other ones, and they would go up here. At the end of the game, you're going to look at the value of your employee times the level that it's on. So at the end of the game, if it ended now, this would be worth 5 points because it's 3 times 2.
Is that how 5 points works?
It's going to be worth 6 points because it's 3 times 2.
People are wondering.
This
Melissa.
morning is brought to you by Not Enough Caffeine. So please drink your coffee so you can do math.
Let's talk. People want to know about the Veggies final score.
Oh, did you put it into the chat, or you're just going to tell them? So before we did the negative scoring
I
for
had
Mike.
49 points, and Melissa had like 48. It was pretty close.
And then I only had 2 mice in my stall, so I only had negative 4 points.
Right.
Kevin.
I had 5 rats, which was negative 2 each, so I lost 10 points. So my score went down to 39.
And my score was
44.
So 44 for the win on Veggies because Kevin didn't realize we were scoring 2.
No, I
instead
didn't.
Of just 1.
I had rats were overtaking my
And
my
he
stall.
had too many rats because who wants to shop at a veggie stall with lots of rats?
I mean, if it's Ratatouille.
No. All right, back to Squid Inc. This game is very player interactive,
Oh,
so
yes.
there are ones that are going to force other employees out of higher ranks. You're going to be sabotaging other people. Some of the stuff is helping you, but then other ones are hurting other people. So it's very much a push and shove,
Oh,
pull,
yes.
trying to
Just like you're in a
jockey
real
your
workplace.
So I would, hopefully not. A lot of it's managing your tokens, your white tokens, so you can activate your employees at the right time, even positioning them in the right places, because some of them involve adjacency. So
So if you like a lot of player interaction, and not even that, but if you like destroying other people's plans, and it plays very simple. So it's a pretty quick game too. So I would say that's a game for you then. Squid Inc. from Wiz Kids. Back to the couch.
to the couch.
Hello, welcome to the couch.
Hey.
We're really into the puzzle.
Yeah.
We're really trying hard to work on it. It stumped us. So right now, we know that you can read these words backwards with the little mirror, and
But we're a little stumped at the moment.
Yeah.
This is the House of Dragon Touch the Game. And it's basically this beautiful wooden
temple box.
and we've already opened some things like this little area revealed a mirror when it was opened. There was a little mirror that's set in there, so we think we know what to do with the mirror, but we're not getting it. All sorts of parts of this move. This turns. Eventually, I'm sure these doors will open. This moves. Not sure what to do with that yet.
I think I already used it to solve something.
There's something here, and this may be a keyhole.
We're supposed to open this whole box up?
We've pulled.
I think it
the whole,
completely
it's
comes
gonna,
apart.
We can hear that there's things inside.
Yeah.
But we're not sure. There's information on the bottom. And then these are like little keys that we can't get out yet. We're still working on.
Yes.
So it's all beautifully done. This would be really pretty painted too.
Oh, absolutely.
But
I
yeah,
like that
still
we
working on it.
haven't gotten it done in like 20 minutes.
I know, still working on it.
There is something nice. It's not something that's gonna like immediately fall apart and it's obvious. So
Yeah.
you can spend a while with your family. If you like doing puzzles together, if you like escape room games, this is definitely something to check out. Is there something else we need to talk about with these?
Well, these are made with. Oh, these are actually wood.
They
I thought
are.
it was
They're actually wood. These are like
thin
laser
pieces.
cut
Yeah.
wood.
thin pieces of cardboard, or not cardboard,
And
but
they
wood.
Yeah.
they all just fit together, and you have to figure out how to take them apart.
Oh
so
my.
there's something there
Well.
that we eventually get to unlock.
Maybe.
I do
we'll
want
have
to point out in the chat, they're still talking about squids.
Yes.
And what that
Oh,
has
no.
to do with working, and some people have worked with processing plants with squids and caught squids. And
There's all sorts of. There was a
squid chat.
squid chat.
It's because all the employees were like fish and underwater creatures.
Ah, okay. That
There
makes
was no
sense.
Squid Game talk.
Yes. Well, not that
Well,
way.
they prefaced it with this has nothing to do with Squid Game.
I think the other thing on our list here is something about Moonrakers. I'm not sure what we're allowed to talk about, but apparently there is an expansion for Moonrakers coming out very soon that we should have some.
Do you have the box?
I actually don't have the box. It's right up there next to Trogdor.
No, where's the expansion box?
Oh, I don't know. Jonah probably hid it somewhere.
Your information up here says
It's
that
a real tease.
It says that it's a tease, so we didn't know we were supposed to show a
You guys played the
box.
expansion just the other day, right?
Yeah, we did. I don't know if you put
I'll
it
go
back
check
in
real
here.
quick in the other room while you tease it out.
Yep. I don't have it. Those of you who have played Moonrakers,
You're such a tease, Larry.
I sure teased it.
Yeah.
I saw in the chat that Jared said that Moonrakers is still on his shelf, unopened and unplayed.
Aw.
That's very disappointing. You should get that out. I actually just played it for the first time this past Monday. It's a pretty fun
What
game.
is it?
I like it. So basically, you are
I don't know anything about it.
you're different crews, like factions.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it is very exciting. And basically, you're trying to complete quests, but the
Okay.
quests are really hard, and it's hard to complete the
Is it
quest
cooperative?
No. Well, it's kind of cooperative, but you're
can
playing
play
for
teams
yourself.
a little bit.
Okay.
So that's the thing. You're trying to complete these quests that are pretty difficult, so you need the help of other people.
But you don't
So
want to
you
give
have-
them too much help.
Right, but you don't want to give them too much help because you are competing to have the most points.
Let me
I
give you a
still
little.
feel like if we held it together, would something shake loose? Like we're a family fixated.
Hannah's like, I don't care about that. Back to the
I'm
puzzle.
trying. I'm like, that's great, Larry. Okay, don't give me a puzzle.
Here's the quick tease about Moonrakers. There's actually 3 expansions coming, and they're going to launch a crowdfunding campaign this summer. We are going to be doing playthroughs of all 3 expansions over the next few months. Larry has had the opportunity to play the first expansion.
Yeah.
And then I believe by the end of May, we'll have that playthrough up on our channel. And then we'll have the second expansion playthrough sometime in June, and then I believe the crowdfunding is in July. So check out some more Moonrakers content coming soon from Tantrum House. Oh, did you get another piece out?
No, I think this has a notch in it.
We're just
Now
like,
I'm
there's a notch there.
There's
Maybe
a
it does
notch.
something.
Maybe it goes somewhere else.
Maybe it's a key.
Well,
Or
while you guys
maybe
keep
not.
working on that.
No, we haven't decided on a nickname, and Hanagrams is the only thing that's shown up so far. So it might be sticking.
Oh no.
But if you have suggestions on
we'll
my
keep
Tantrum
looking.
House nickname, that'd be great.
We
That's
want
where
to
it
get
came
the
from.
best nickname. We don't want just any nickname.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm okay to wait.
That's
I
right.
can be
Larry,
patient.
you gonna come join us at BG Shield?
Oh yeah,
I'm
sure.
gonna go to the puzzle.
Yes.
She can't resist.
It's amazing.
There's a puzzle.
All right. So every month for our Saturday morning board game show, we like to throw junk on our games because
Junk.
of BG Shield. This month, one of our favorite restaurants,
Sponsored by Tropical.
sponsored by Tropical Grill.
Or not sponsored by Trump.
One of our favorite. Oh man, there's a lot. I'm taking this one home. There's like, feel how much.
I know,
fun
who
there.
hasn't been using that?
This is a great one.
That one
Anyway,
is almost
Tropical
fun.
Grill is a great it's like a Cuban Cuban and it's lovely sauces that they have. They have a mustard
Yes,
curry, a
very
garlic
good.
cilantro, and their jalapenos. They're 3
Yeah.
most famous.
Hey.
Although,
If you have Tropical Grill in your area, tell us which is your favorite sauce.
and if you don't, we'll talk to the owner about expanding franchises. Anyway, they have other sauces as well. They have like a barbecue one that Jonah
the
likes.
new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like a guava barbecue guava?
Yeah, it's like a barbecue fruit type sauce.
Anyway.
He mixes it with his spicy sauce.
All right, let's do the curry.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Shake it up a little bit. Katie's back there like, what are you doing?
I am, because curry's
Dumping
my
it.
favorite sauce.
Oh, we're
Dump
wasting.
all of it on there.
We're wasting the worst one.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. What's that? Oh, here we go.
Over here.
Here we go. Oh, let's do it so they can actually see the box cover.
We're destroying Jurassic Park.
Oh
But
no.
you're not
Goodbye.
actually
Oh no,
destroying
I'm
it.
just bumped it. Oh! Oh, what happened? I can't believe
Oh, I
it.
tossed the. Oh, I didn't.
Go
toss
for
the
it.
whole
You can
thing.
toss a little bit in there.
I don't remember. Was the box?
It doesn't wanna
actually
come out.
applied?
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's plenty. That's plenty. I can't believe it, Larry. This. Oh my goodness.
In a previous weeks ago, maybe months ago,
Hey.
you put it on there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Well,
thought it was just the board.
we'll see how long it lasts.
Yeah. This is.
Look.
Oh wow.
It lasts since the last time we've done it.
There it is.
And we haven't reapplied.
Yeah, we have not reapplied. That's pretty
We
good.
just applied it the one time.
Look, we can see. Look at that. Yep.
So it lasts pretty long.
So that is our sauce test.
Sauce
We've done
trial.
soda tests. We've done ketchup
yeah.
tests. We've done now sauce tests. So
Yep.
Next
Do
time
we
we
do
need to
coffee?
do like grease tests.
Grease?
Eat some pizza and put our fingers
there
on
you
it.
go. We'll do
Or
the grease
chips.
test. There we
Yes, or chips.
go. All right. Thank you, BG Shield. Check out more information at bgshield.com. Back to the couch because I think we have a little discussion we want to talk to you about Tantrum House. Sounds foreboding.
Hello. All right. Come on over, Kevin and others.
Yeah.
All right. So we have not been doing as many live playthrough videos. I don't know if you all noticed.
Oh.
So we're probably going to pre-record it and then we're just going to put them on our channel. And we just wanted to kind of see what you all thought about that, since you are the ones that often come to those live playthroughs and interact with us and interact with each other. Are you really going to miss that if we don't do it anymore? And if you are, what sort of ways would you like to interact with us live? Did you have some ideas, Kevin, or thoughts about that?
Yeah, so we do a lot of playthroughs, and I think people enjoy the playthroughs. Do you just like watching the playthrough on your own time? Do you actually want to? I know you right now are watching a live show, so this is important to you. Do you actually enjoy those evening playthroughs, or would you rather us, do something else on a live basis, on a regular basis? Could it be like more of a discussion of top board game topics? In the past, we've done things like Tantrum Talks, and we could bring something like that back. I don't know how often it would be, but we could do it on a regular basis. So
Yeah, maybe a shorter, like a 20-minute little chat type video where we're chatting with you all, as opposed to an hour and a half long playthrough where we're trying to play the game but interact with you all.
I think the problem with playthroughs that we found, one of the problems is, we're playing the game and it's hard to concentrate on the game, but also to interact with you. So we want to make sure that we're playing the game well, so you can see how the game is played. But we also enjoy, just hanging out with you all and talking. So let us know what your thoughts are on that.
Yeah. So Coralu says, I've been missing the Thursday lives for sure, especially since other content creators have been axing their midweek shows. Anything live, Tantrum House is good.
Okay.
And then Best at Star Trek said, actually like hanging out.
Okay.
Which are, some of our main people who do come and hang out with us.
So we could just hang out and talk and do like a monthly sort of like show. And it doesn't have to be like an hour and a half long. It could just be like 30 minutes and just talk about things.
Yeah, maybe on a weeknight like we were doing with Thursday, since it seems like that may be some time that's missing.
Yeah. Don't let the bunny get...
The bunny was getting the box.
Bunny was eyeing the box.
Maybe I should
Going after the
pick the other one up too,
sorcerers.
Thank
just
you.
in case.
Yeah.
Case.
We do have Sunny the bunny that likes to chew on cardboard, so she's running around here.
Yeah, and for full disclosure, another reason why we're thinking about not doing live playthroughs is it seems like YouTube doesn't like to push live videos later.
Once a live video, like even like a Saturday morning board game show, once it's done, YouTube won't like show it to pretty much any audience out after it's done. So
you have to actually go search for that specific video to find it.
So whereas a playthrough, like anything recorded, YouTube is the algorithm is gonna push it out a little bit more to more people to show it. So it's worth it for most of the time. Any sort of like playthrough, overview, review is a pre-recorded sort of thing. Whereas we're fine doing the Saturday morning board game show live and doing other maybe like Tantrum Talks or something live. So.
Yeah, Loopy is saying a show where you tell us what's going on in your lives, what you've been playing. So maybe something sort of like what we do on our podcast, but in a video form live, where we're like, oh, we played these games, these were our favorites. Oh, we played this one, it wasn't that great for our group. Or hey, we're just came back from vacation and really enjoyed it. You know, those sort of things. We could definitely try to find a time. I think the biggest thing will be a schedule, so you all know when to
expect it.
We should make decisions now, since Will and Sarah and Jonah and Chantel are not here.
There you go. Yeah.
So we're definitely gonna do this.
Are they in the chat?
Not
Will,
yet.
Will said whatever we wanted to do is fine. So,
Oh.
no, he didn't say that at all.
Hey, it's recorded now.
That's right. Oh man. So Jonah's gonna be visiting with you every evening live.
Wow.
Wow.
Jonah's gonna hate us.
I know.
So it looks like live is great, but any content is fine.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, so we just put out, speaking of any content, we just put out a Batman video based on the detective sort of game system from Portal Games. It's called Batman Everybody Lies, and it is definitely more of a deduction, like mystery case thing where you're trying to figure things out. So if you like that, check that video out from us. And then we just did a Raw comparison video that compared 3 different versions of Raw. That's currently on GameFound, the newest version from 20th century.
Wait a minute, there's an even older one?
Yeah,
There's actually
the one that you all had was a fairly new one. Kevin, we had
the brand new
Uber
one.
play,
Yeah.
which was an old one.
the yellow
Old
box.
one.
Do you remember the yellow box?
See that?
No, I
Okay.
don't remember.
That's the one that we
That's the
played.
only one.
And then
I
there's
know
actually
of.
an older one that was originally in Europe, mainly from Aaliyah, but I think Rio Grande did bring that box over. It's a stand-up rectangle box.
Oh. I would
Wow.
say the raw version we have is like gray. It's a gray box.
Right, it's muted colors.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful art in one
Yeah.
way, but the Asmodee sort of big box, ticket to ride size box,
Yeah.
I think personally the components don't stack up to a lot of the other.
So they're pretty components,
versions.
but they're hard to play with because you do need to really
They're hard to
distinguish
read,
between the
yeah.
different tiles, and
Yeah.
they were all a little too similar. Beautiful, but similar. But anyway, you can check out Kevin's video to actually see all 3.
I show all 3 different versions
Perfect.
next to each other.
Neat. Fun.
Yeah,
Did you say which one you liked?
I did.
Oh, you'll have to check the video.
We'll have to
for
go
that.
look at the video to find out. He's
Maybe
not
I
going to
didn't
tell
watch it
us.
to the end. Whoops.
Yeah. So
Actually, say what I liked at the very beginning.
Maybe I skipped the beginning.
they're like, we don't need to watch the rest of this video.
Who needs
Kevin
the
already
intro?
gave us the. Yeah. So things coming up. I guess you all talked about the Sorcerer's Arena
Yep.
videos.
Actually, since they talked about any type of content they enjoy from Tantrum House, I appreciate that. But is there certain ones that you do like more? Do you like the sort of Saturday morning board game show? Do you like our playthroughs or overviews? Or do you like the viewpoints as something that we've done not as regularly, but we're starting to get back in? We're starting to
Yeah.
record some more viewpoints where it's a sort of a highlight of a game and we have multiple people talking about a specific game. Let us know about that too. We'd love to hear your thoughts. You said you had some ideas for topics, Katie.
Yeah, some things that would be fun for discussion. Originally, I was thinking they'd be like things for our podcast discussion, but really we could discuss them at any point. But I thought about maybe like just talking about app-assisted games, like whether we thought they were like good for the industry, bad for the industry, where we think they're going, whether you personally like playing with them or not, that type of thing. I thought because
App assisted is more like it's integrated in, like
Yeah.
Mansions of Madness or things like that.
Yeah, so where the app is like an essential part of the game.
Chronicles of Crime.
Yes. So
Not like an app game like.
not like Candy Crush or something.
Right. But
Yeah.
they do make board games like that are just app. Like you can play
Oh,
Castle
the
of Mag-
app version
like
of a
Castles of
game.
Magic
No,
Ludwig.
they'd be
That's a
yes,
different topic.
different topic. So
Okay.
these would be just like how the app integrates well or not well with the board game you're playing.
Does it distract from what you're doing?
Yeah. The added technology, is that fun? Is it not? And I'm sure everybody's got really different opinions on that.
Cool.
And then, I also thought maybe a topic for discussion would be what's a really fun game that you love to play but you can't get to the table, and why can't you get it to the table?
Monopoly.
Is that one of your favorite games you can't get to the table?
She said really fun though.
Okay. Monopoly has a version for everything.
Right.
Does.
One that shocked me the other day
Oh, you got shocked.
was there is a Bridgerton version
Oh.
of Monopoly.
Oh, they have them all.
Like they really do have them all.
Everything.
And
I saw a Monopoly the other day. I should have taken a picture of it for our local small town.
Yeah.
It was Taylor's Monopoly.
Oh, so
wow.
not even like Greenville.
Wow.
Not even
Like,
Greenville.
it's
It's
Taylor's.
the tiny. I don't know.
It's like a between Greer and Greenville.
It's like a small little sliver of area that's
Yes.
own little name.
Wow.
And
Which
I was surprised to
there's
see
some
it.
really fun videos making fun of slightly Taylor's that
Yeah.
you should definitely check out.
Oh,
on YouTube.
really? That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
look
there's
into that.
there's some fun ones. They make fun of the sub sandwich shop too.
Oh my. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fun.
so maybe once we talk to the rest of the team, we'll decide, hey, we're going to do a little, maybe we'll call it Tantrum Talks, maybe we'll call it something else, a live video where we talk about, what we've been doing this month, what we've enjoyed, and then maybe have a topic kind of like Katie was saying, like app-assisted games or something to steer the conversation. And, if we get it all together, we could even let you all know what the topic will be ahead of time. So you can come with your thoughts as well and questions and opinions and all of that.
Yes.
Or let us know if you have any topics
Oh,
that
yeah.
would be interesting
Yeah, topics you'd like to hear about.
or
So-
controversial for us to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Board game related.
Definitely
Yeah,
controversy.
board game related.
Board game related
Yeah.
controversy.
Yes.
It's all out there. Depends on what platform you're on.
True.
It seems like the podcast, like video
Like a vlogging
podcasting
show thing.
topics
Okay.
seems like a really good idea to a lot of people.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good. Thank you for joining us. We have lots of videos coming out in the near future, so check those out. I'm assuming that Katie's getting ready for, you talked about your Sources Arena.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm planning my outfit.
Will and Sarah are next. They're playing Sully versus Ariel. So
Oh. Wait, is Will Ariel? Okay.
Will is Sully.
Okay.
I'm interested to see if he dresses up. I've been told we need to dress up. I'm not sure what he's gonna do.
Something has already been purchased.
Something's already been
Really?
Yeah.
And if it's I was like, if it's what I think it is, I think I own one too.
Oh, it is Hannah. It
Yeah,
is.
it's okay.
Yeah. And Sarah was looking for red wigs, so.
Perfect.
So who's the one who assigned me Demona,
Yeah.
the demon gargoyle?
Yeah, you're
Kevin.
gonna have like gray, you're gonna do like gray.
We could do some
Okay.
gray eyeshadow and like.
There you go.
She's
could be
also got red
stylistic
hair. You
choices.
could cut
Face
Ariel's
paint.
hair off and just kind of
Well,
spike it up.
Sarah does have a
Yeah.
red wig that she did for Black Widow.
Oh, there we
so
go.
I'm probably gonna.
I bought one of those plastic crowns too that she could wear in front.
yeah.
so.
Fantastic. It's gonna be great. You definitely want to check out those videos
There you
when
go.
they come out.
Thank you guys. Have a great Saturday.
Bye, guys.